It's not a big deal because a lot of times when I'm home, I just don't go out anywhere for a stretch of like a week or so. So I'm fine. I just do a lot of work, household work. So right now I'm doing my MBA from Indian Institute of Foreign Trade in international business, and I've just completed my first year. And so before I joined IIFT, I worked for 2 years at Standard Chartered Bank. I worked in Chennai, and I was a part of the ATM and debit card team. So my team used to drive the bank's projects, ATM and debit card related projects for the bank's African and Middle East and some of Asian markets. So I got into Standard Chartered through my placements in VIT. So I did my engineering from VIT, 4 years BTech, and there in VIT, I was a very active part of the entrepreneurship cell. And so the reason I am doing my MBA is linked with my experience at ECEL because so I always thought I wanted to become an entrepreneur, but when I started working, I realized that probably I don't have the risk appetite to become an entrepreneur. So I thought, but why not to do stuff that keeps you closer to uh, driving businesses. So I thought doing an MBA would, get me closer to the business aspect of working. So at Standard Chartered, my work was mostly, execution. So before I went to VIT, I did my schooling at just one school. I was in the same place 12 years, 12, 15 years. And so when I went to VIT, I got exposed to this, huge chunk of people who are from different backgrounds and, different places, different experiences. And so it was certainly amazing. So what happens is when you go to a new place, you start off introducing yourself. And at VIT, it was such that, so till the end of my final year, I ended up meeting new people every month. So I was introducing myself the whole 4 years. At the office, we all used to be much more respectful with each other.
Got it.
And so that happens when you are with someone who's, he belongs to a different generation. Even if he belongs to a generation younger than you are in, you will be more respectful to someone so junior age wise. So that was it. So in college, it's much more casual, not formal, and yeah, a bit more rash. We are a bit more frank with each other. We can be upfront about what we feel. And
Okay.
at office, we just used to. I used to, probably sugarcoat stuff. Even if I don't like it, I'll not say, "Oh, please, I don't like this." I'll be a bit more, diplomatic about it. But here, it's like I can be upfront. So we all are. So I had this even before I started working. I had this habit that I used to plan a lot of things. So if the tiniest of things, like how am I gonna spend the day, and if I have this task to do, how am I gonna probably cut them in phases, what to do first and what to do next, and stuff like that. I used to always keep a good track of whatever I'm doing on, and I feel I do it in a very structured way. So at office, I realized I do it like that when I work with other people, when we worked in teams. So I always thought I brought more order to the way we worked. And at during MBA, it has helped me because naturally we have uh, we don't have a lot of time at doing stuff. We have to time box each and everything because there are a lot of things to do. So I think this one thing has I have pushed my limits too. It's not like I'm just the same. I've learned a lot of things too. But that's one skill that I had, like an inborn skill that I have, polished with the MBA. are some people who, they have a year or 2 year experience, and so they've naturally met more people, they are more experienced. So there is a difference in the way they go around with their uh, daily lives at MBA. And that's because I think during their experiences they have faced a lot of uh, maybe tough situations or crisis like situations. So uh, little things don't worry them.
Correct.
I've seen people with less experience getting worried for things which are not even worth it. They're gonna, and I know that they're gonna face many more challenges in their life. So yeah, have workex. I think they find it easy to apply those theories because they've worked before. They've probably worked on different kinds of projects. They relate to a lot of theories. So the application part of a lot of stuff we learn, theory we learn in class, they relate to it better. And when you relate to something because you have practically applied it before, it's easier for you to grasp it. So, in that sense, WorkX people have an advantage. But freshers, I think their advantage in class is that they are used to that, sitting in classes and doing your assignments, sitting for exams. So, WorkX people, the link, was broken in between, and they lost the habit. So for freshers, they haven't lost the habit yet. So I think it's effortless for them. So academics are comparatively effortless to them, but probably they have to, depending on the projects they've worked on before and stuff. Probably they have to push a bit harder to grasp it, that easily. During MBA academically, I find finance is a good stream to major in because so I think I prefer structure over flux or chaos because it makes me anxious, I guess. So academically I find finance is a great choice for me, but in terms of career, I'd always prefer like a job which allows me to work. You don't do different kinds of work, like different kinds. So even my work at Standard Chartered, it was like there used to be these our projects used to be short projects, 2-3 months, at the most 6 months, and each of these projects were very different from each other, and then all of them involve a lot of stakeholder management, talking to different people in those markets in Africa, and getting things done and driving the projects and stuff. So each of the project was a different experience and different things to learn, different stuff to apply. So yeah, so currently I have an internship at Airtel, and it's the role is general management, which is, I think it's perfect for me because I'll get to do a lot of different kinds of stuff, I hope.